Middle East expert Rachel Shabi is here. Good morning to you. Those pictures on the front of many newspapers, and some of them we can't even broadcast, they're incredibly distressing. Just tell us what sort of impact those pictures in particular are going to have, do you think?
They are, as you say, horrifying pictures. ISIS is claiming that 1,700 Iraqi soldiers have been executed now. That we have no way of verifying that. There have as yet been no first-hand reports, no eyewitnesses of graves or bodies or executions, and it does sound like far too many. So it's very likely that they're using this to wage a propaganda war now with the Iraqi government and to try and, obviously terrify the Iraqi army into standing down as they did last week in Mosul.
They've already done that. Tony Blair is calling for intervention, military intervention. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I find myself oddly in agreement with Boris Johnson on this, perhaps for the first time. I do think Tony Blair's views do seem unhinged. He's also been described as hysterical, delusional, hypocritical. I mean, having bombed Iraq in 2003 and the invasion, the direct consequences of that, the aftermath of the invasion, setting up Iraq to fail in this way, the very last thing Iraq needs right now is another military attack.
Yes, the trouble is, he says that what's happening now is not a direct consequence of what happened back then.
As he would.
But there are people who will be seeing these photographs, looking at those militants advancing on Baghdad and thinking, well, even if this was created by what happened in 2003, surely something should be done.
Yeah, but what's this do-something urge is obviously very well-meaning and comes with all the right intentions, but do something doesn't have to be a military intervention, especially in a country where we know from past experience that Western military interventions in Iraq have provoked exactly this kind of insurgency. ISIS uses Western intervention as fuel, as a recruitment fuel. We also know that it's the last thing likely to help in Iraq, that it's not a military solution that's needed right now. What we need is a sort of a broad-range unity government that will quell exactly the sort of sectarian divisions that the current government has provoked and which has resulted in this horrible situation that we're seeing now.
Rachel Shabi, thanks for joining us this morning.